Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back to another Bugging Out with me, Rick Piper, here on Cross Comics. We will, of course, be continuing our thing of drawing up Insecto #1. It's got quite a while before it comes out, but that's all right. It gives us time before we can gives us time to do things, get it done. Okay, so there we go. We shared it out. That's what we wanted to do before going on. Okay, so I forget which page we ended on last time. We'll bring up a few of these just to see. Okay, so I think it was this one, 17. Or technically it's three behind, so I think that's 14. Okay, so we got one. So no 19. No, we're not got anything for that one. Don't got anything for that one. And we don't get anything for that one. Okay, so here we go. We got 2 pages of Insecto himself putting in. Okay, and I want to bring up on Google Docs script just so I can be sure of things. So I think that's page 16. Okay, so I think we've okay, so there we go. Get a picture of Jet Insecto so we can see him. Although we pretty much know what he looks like. Okay, so we are starting with panel 2 here. Zoom in on it. And hopefully today or tomorrow we will have a so this one Insecto is going to be the bottom one, and Betty is going to be the top one. For folders. So we'll put her drawing in there, we'll put Insecto in his. We're going to bring that down, and then we're going to Uh, okay, so here we go. Switch our color to black. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna start this over again because 10 is. I sort of like the line, but at the same time, parts of it were. Bring it up to like 18. Go. It's the beginnings, anyways. It's gonna look better than what it did. No, that finger was just slightly up. So, we'll take that out because that's. Let's and so we're slowly getting, as I said, Insecto's got a new look that I gave him. Sort of at the beginning of this, well, just before the beginning of this, I was working on this on my other stream, the chill stream, um, and I ended up because I didn't know how I wanted his wings to attach. I ended up doing something, doing a little bit of research for what insect wings look like, and it led to a whole new redesign because I originally designed the character when I was like probably early teens, and only had a very fundamental, very limited thinking of what, how insects worked or whatever, and never thought to look into it. It was just a kid creating a character at the time, so I didn't care for how realistic it looked at the time. Not that this really looks realistic and all, but like I wasn't concerned about the whole anatomy of it and how believable it would look or whatever. I'm not sure what the correct words are, but in going to do this, I'm starting to want a little bit of realism. Like just the fact that this is a humanoid insect is you know in itself unbelievable. We're dealing with superheroes, okay? So that's unbelievable in and of itself a little bit. But that aside, it'd be nice to know how things attach or whatever, the anatomy of a character like this, like when you're drawing, so it becomes the same thing all the time. That way you can maybe draw in some readers or whatever. Okay, so we got him in there. He's looking not too bad. We obviously need to do a lot more on him in that picture, but especially to keep consistent. But I'm liking that he looks a little better there than when he did before. So now we just got him going. He's coming in. Technically, he's going back and forth with boxes. So let's 1, 2. The top one here will be boxes. And the bottom one will be Insecto. Okay, so in on this Insecto layer, there is a box. We are going to take it from that layer, cut it, and then we're going to put it into the boxes there. So that's where it is. For now, we're going to make the boxes disappear. Lower the opacity on the Insecto there. Going to create a new layer. gonna start to try and get Insecto in here. Okay. So this is gonna be unique. I gotta, you know what? I'm gonna start from the head, not like I haven't said it from the head on drawings before. Let's put our antennas on. It's a bit big for him here, but it'll work for now. Okay. So we want this line here on his neck. That's there we go. I think that will confuse it. Let's see. I want to see what that looks like with the. Now, if we grab the. Grab both of those layers. It almost looks good. Hey Kirby, how are you? Okay, so now we just need to put the wings on here for him. Let's grab them. I'm gonna take the boxes away again. Not that it matters whether they're there or not right now. Okay, so let's see. The wings are supposed to come out of about there. Oh, you know what? I think I'm think I might have actually messed this one up. Like that. A little bigger. So how is Japan today, Kirby? Okay, so we'll put the boxes in for now. This is looking slightly better. Oh, 1 a.m. I'm just drawing Japan is sleeping. So Japan's not like New York, the city that never sleeps. But Japan is a country, not a city. So, there's that too, right? Japan, the country that never sleeps. Okay, again, we're going to hide the boxes for now till we come around for whenever that round will be. And now we're going to put Insecto in here. Oh, so what are you drawing today, Kirby? Kirby, can we curb your enthusiasm? We don't need to we do not need to curb your enthusiasm. My manga. Ah, okay, cool. And what is, well, if you want to share, what is your manga about? Let's see if we put the boxes in. Yeah, the boxes. We really need to move these boxes. Uh, there we go. Okay, so we're going to take this layer out. Need to erase some stuff here. Okay, so how's your kid today? Did the kid get any better? There we go. Okay, so just so people can see the boxes there. There's the boxes. They're getting better, Rick. Thank you for asking. No problem. Well, it's some ways it's conversation, trying to make conversation, with interacting with my audience. It's remembering that, that you had said that yesterday about your kids. You know, okay, so again, we're going to put two here, although the boxes are in front of him. And eventually, we won't see them, but unfortunately, even in this one in particular, this frame, I did not put them on a separate layer. So, hey, Apex, how are you? No, Insecto, not moth. Although I believe a moth is an insect, so. So, you know what? We're going to copy this, Control C. Take that out. Put this back down to 39 or 43, something like that. Um, so what have you been up to, Apex? How goes your world? I think you just recently launched a campaign for Fembat, is it? That's correct. We should try and have you on in the next couple weeks. Do a talking with. There we go. There it is. Yeah, so I'm trying to draw on that one last panel. I forgot to put in his nose. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna take both. It's not too bad. Now we're gonna have some boxes on there. This is looking better than what it did. Again, and that's our purpose for each round, is to make it look better and better and better. Till eventually we're left with something that we're satisfied with for each panel. Again, I did the same thing here. Right now, I'm just gonna. Oh, reminds me. Um, reminds you of the pick Arthur. Yes, is that his name? No, no. This is it. Well, this is Insecto. Obviously, his real name is. What is it? I know. MacArthur's. Jack MacArthur's. Capital Maters. Yes, and I created him a long time before that. His original look. Well, I shouldn't say his original look because I had a different look before. I had his intermediate or his main classical look. Not sure how to put it because I had a look that I had for him for the longest time. I had one look that didn't last that long. It was just like, okay, this just looks too not good. And I actually end up using that design or part of it uh, for a different character. But made it so it wouldn't look so insect-like. I think I have the character here. I tried to really, I think, copy a bee at first when doing Insecto. Uh, so, yeah, it was not as refined as this, but this is somewhat what it looked like. Let's see. I didn't actually have a color at this time, I think, but let's see. That way it's a little easier to see. I put the yellow in. I know it's hard to see with the blue. This character's name is Space War. Like I said, it's not fully the thing, but I altered it so it would be quite as, I'm not sure, wacky. Eventually, I might show the original Insecto. Um, a more up to date, better drawing of it because I probably should. So I don't know what I was trying to do with the boxes here. Maybe just create a space right around his head that he was able to see through. Which might mean this hand should be over this way. Let's take this out here. And then we'll put it that there. That there. And then we'll put a hand here. And we'll see another hand here. Okay. That looks slightly better. Okay, so let's again make a couple folders here. Boxes and Insecto. Okay, so we're gonna hide the boxes. Lower the opacity on Insecto. And create another layer so we can draw back to there. Where we get in there. Hey! Social, how are you? Nothing yet. And social. There we go. I'm good. Was going to take down my Halloween decorations, but can't now. So I'm venting out. Uh-huh. Okay, so no, we're not going to be. The unfortunate part, I'm going to do all this for Insecto in some of these, and we're not going to be able to see a lot of him. Does Insecto have any kind of tail? No, he does not. Um, did I? I don't think. I don't think I ever. I might have once was going to give him a tail. I'm not sure. My first iteration drawing of him might have had a tail, but I don't think so. Although I have a character called Dragonfly that looks nothing really like a dragonfly that does have a tail. And really has nothing to do with Insecto at all. Except that, you know, Dragonfly is named after an insect. So, one, two, three. So we have boxes, Betty, and Insecto. So box, oh no, Betty's first apparently. So we'll put Betty in her box. Oh, sorry, folder. Put Insecto in his box, folder. And put the boxes in their box. Folder. So let's lower the opacity on Insecto here. Oh, let's make sure we have ourselves on the right layer. Okay, yeah, I answered that. It is built on some definition here. Although there's going to be a completely, I don't even think he has a tail though. There's going to be a complete. Eventually, I'm going to do this thing called, well, no, not, that's not Year of Hell. That is just before the Year of Hell. Um, I'm gonna do this alternate universe type thing with my thing or Age of Apocalypse type deal. Not age exactly Age of Apocalypse, but basically somebody in my universe goes back and kills Mary and Joseph before Jesus can be born, before Mary can be even offered. The position, shall we say? And thus it's going to create a time thing. And no, that is going to be after the Year of Hell, isn't it? Yeah, that is after. I think that's after the Year of Hell, taking the name from Voyager. Because the Canadian Shield is coming back from the future after chasing down somebody who steals his suit from the future. The guy who was originally intended to get it, actually. Before God took it. Oh. Yeah. And Joseph. For me, it's based on a thought I had a long time ago that um, God, about God not worrying about man interfering with the timeline because his plans will come to fruition no matter what. So, in this new timeline, although Mary and Joseph do not begot Christ, Christ ends up coming about 2,000 years later. So I'm sort of gonna have think the Christmas story and Easter in it, but in this alternate universe with my heroes being involved as they're trying to repair the timeline. Although some heroes, like this Insecto, the Jack McAdders will exist, but when present, he wouldn't. Um, he'll be well, I'll say Roman type soldier for whatever empire I have ruling. I thought at first it was going to be Rome having existed till that day, but I'm thinking I want to do some other empire took over Rome or whatever. I don't know exactly. Oh, no, 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 no. Not Tribulation Task Force 2000. No, 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 no. This is this is going to be like a mini series, an event like DC or Marvel would do. And it doesn't have to do with the tribulation or anything like that. As Canadian Shields are about to come back to normal time after getting his suit back, the space station that the heroes work out of goes into a temporal alert being because of these changes being done. Maybe, I'm not sure exactly. It's a lot of detail. It's a ways off, and a lot of details that I still got to figure out. I don't even know where my characters were going to be at. But like I said, Jack McAdams in that universe um, will not have become an Insecto. He won't. Not that there will be Christians yet, because Christ hasn't come in that other universe. Um, but some heroes get transported up onto into the station before the temporal alert, and some don't. For whatever reason, I'll have to figure that out. Exactly. But Insecto isn't one of them, but in the new timeline, they go around and try and bring onto the thing some of the main heroes that they're missing. Jack McAdams of that universe refuses, but there's some other guy nearby that overhearing it, and he decides that he wants to be a part, and they do. So, will most people be Jewish? Obviously there will be an Israel in that thing, and probably big, uh, bigger than what it is. Bigger than what it is now, I would say. Like I said, these are things that I'll have to think things through a lot. Yeah, it could be. Oh, I don't think Israel will be. But like, I'm not sure what I want this complete alternate universe to be like. Like I said, at first I was thinking the Roman Empire keep existing, but I'm thinking I want something else to have overtaken, the Roman Empire somehow, some way. Uh, our universities filled with Jewish uh, researchers. Filled with? Probably not, depending on what you mean by filled. Would there probably be a couple of Jewish ones? Suddenly you made so many stories possible. But ultimately, at the end of the event, we'll call it, the heroes restore the timeline, and things go back to normal. Or do they? I don't know. I don't know what the consequences will be and all that. Everything. But my thought, as I was saying a couple minutes ago, is the fact that, to me, if God doesn't care what we do with the time, well, He cares but doesn't care. But we're not so powerful that we could mess up anything. Christ will still come. Somebody's trying to prevent Christ from coming, right? Obviously, and all that. And of course, it would have effects, but ultimately, Christ will come. Ultimately, it would be probably the devil behind it, but thinking, oh, I cannot thwart God like normal, I will thwart him by eliminating Christ. And, well, he tries it and it doesn't work. Hey, Kirby Sort of Wisconsin, you talking about a story. Possible. Oh, I was talking about a few one of my future stories that will be an event like DC or Marvel do. I know some people are not fond of those things, but I was fond of them. Yeah, yeah, but this is true, and it would probably still be true in that, but it's everything works out a little differently than usually most of us think. Um, their in that timeline, the Bible, their Bible would be a little different than ours because you know things have gone different. Okay, so let's save that. Okay, so we got another page done finally. Okay, so let's see. Like that's like 5 or 6 years into my uh, my thing. If you're going monthly, so that is a ways off for sure. And no problem, Kirby either. Yeah, I'd like to. I've had the idea of writing a novel at one point called A Matter of Time. It is actually about an atheist that creates a time machine to try and disprove Christians and ends up proving Christians because of his time machine or finding out the Christians are right. And then he ends up on the run from another atheist, maybe not trying to do it the same way, but end up finding out the same thing and sort of created a time police thing. Uh, tell your best stories now. You might not have time later. Yeah, well, I have to build up to them too, parasocial. It's, there's going to be a lot going on, a lot to introduce. Like I have all my characters to introduce. Um, like these guys have to become a team They know each other for a bit, operate. Um, all my setup has to be done for something like this to make it monumentous. But I get what you mean by I might not have time. If I end up not having time, I end up not having time. I can't do anything about that. There's probably things that I would want to do in it won't have the same impact. Classic questions. Classic Western storytelling has the action starting introvertus. I think you mean right at the beginning. Oh, you know what? I think I did that all wrong. I think he's, yeah, that's his back. I'm gonna have to draw his butt there. There's a way that this goes. Begin with action, then explain. Yeah, I can't do the. See, it's gonna make no sense. Nobody will care. I have 5 years of stuff that I have to do beforehand. There won't be any boring exposition. Like you're getting to know in that 5 years. You're getting to know Insecto. Let's see. Of course, like I said, there's first year and a half part is them becoming a team. Second year and a half, I'm introducing my future team. Well, actually, technically, my first year and a half, I'm introducing my World War I team, as well as getting my main team up and running. Second year and a half, second 2.5 years, I introduced my future team, like the Legion of Superheroes. Not sure what 3 and 4 are the events, but there's stuff happening in there. And then there's year 4.5 to 5.5, which is where this takes place. 5.5 is what I call the year of hell, which Insecto's wife is going to become a hero and be trying to seduce him. One of my female heroes is going to get pregnant. The Canadian Shield's going to get his suit stolen by the person that was supposed to have it originally in the future. The Wiz is going to get ostracized by the Christian superhero community because of getting too big for his britches. And I'm not sure what else is going to happen. Oh, the Flame is going to stop being the hero, and we're going to have the rise of other flame type characters. The flame, almost like the Superman story. Superman, where but so instead of Superman dying, you're gonna have him quit like Spider-Man, but with him quitting like Spider-Man, new people rise up to take his place. The flame. The flame no more. Long live the flame. You know. Uh, like I said, I'm not sure what. That's my guy superheroes. What's going on with them? For 4.5 to 5.5. I think that's 4.5 to 5.5. Oh man. There's a lot of stuff I have to figure out. And that thing that, with the changing of time, I gotta show that time travel, I guess, is maybe I gotta show that it's able to happen in my universe. I don't know. There we go. So I have lots of great ideas, or I think they're great ideas. That whole timeline thing there is one small story in a bunch of stories. There wouldn't need to be any expedition with it. Well, I guess it depends on how much somebody is following my comics. Like how that one is. You know, and the fact that, you know, like saying that I do the whole thing where, well, I'm going to do the thing where this guy is no longer Insecto. If I do that too early, nobody's going to care. It's like, what? Jack McAdams isn't an Insecto in this universe. How the freak could you do that? I'm telling you now, well, unless people come back and listen to this, people are going to be shocked when they read that because there's going to be a point where I won't be telling this sort of information about what's coming. The only people that will know are people like you that remember that have been around since I was telling stories of when this stuff that I have is to come. I did that wrong. Okay, so let's grab both those layers. Just want to move him over just slightly. There we go. Let's see what we have for panel 3 there. Um, 20. Insecto looking around in the elements. Okay, so the blast is coming out of Insecto. There we go. Okay, so we're in panel 3 now. Let's lower the opacity on that. Okay, so these next two panels are going to be a little bit more trickier, I think. Uh, there we go. Okay, so okay, that wasn't quite as bad as I thought, although it is going to be worse, as bad as I think in the future. That makes them look a little bit better there, looking down in the city. Um, so we'll come back to that. We've got panel 4 here. Again, panel 4 is a little tricky, although we're not going to see a lot of Insecto, I think, in this, because you have oh, did the wrong thing. So there we have jeez. Hit my doing things on the wrong layer. So not the best, but not the worst either. It's a little bit better than what it was before, and we'll really make it look. Hopefully, we'll next round. of Insecto will make him look really, really good. So we are to the last panel for Insecto. Take the word end off there, obviously. And take the blast over there. I'm going to put Insecto in the box. Marked Insecto. And then we'll lower the opacity. And then we will don't want them to make them look too foundry here. I think that's not happening. Okay, I think we go. It looks slightly better. Probably not a lot. Okay, so we've got about 20 minutes to do hopefully at least a page worth of Jack McAdams. Okay, so we're not going to see Jack on this page. We might, in the car here, might be able to see his face. So you know what? Since we might be able to, I'm going to put him in. I'm going to put his face in. I'll just say Jack. Oh, what is the pose that you're going for? In that last one, um, uh, he's in the middle of the air and he's just narrowly trying to avoid getting hit by this blast that he sees coming at him at the last second. So, not sure how well I can do it, but like, or uh, sort of, just almost twisting his body like that, so the blast comes here. Just sort of like you just. I think I'm not sure whether you get that or not, Jack, or I mean Kirby. There we go. Okay, so we got Page one, let's see. Okay, so we're on panel 2 here. We'll give two things already. Jack. Betty. Oh, not too bad. I'm liking the face. It's I got it. I think similar to what I really want it. Are we gonna have anything here? More? No, because we've got the building on fire. So that's save. Hey, 2 pages down. Yeah, although it's been like not the best, not the biggest drawings on either page. And now we're going for, yeah, getting a little bit more Jack here. So, actually, we're going to put Betty on top. Looks like a rocker. I guess that's good. It's going to be my character with the most of me in, probably. Now, can I stay consistent? It's another panel. You know, I almost want that other picture up. Just so I have hopefully another frame of reference. Just giving him a short sleeve shirt for now. I'm not sure what coming into town. I'm not sure whether that's what it would be necessarily. See what that looks like. Not too bad. I think he's looking pretty good. And think he looks similar to We do have Betty in this panel that will be over top of him a little bit. Um, Maybe I've made him too small compared to Betty. I know he's a bit further back, but not that much. Um, Again, this is stuff I could work on once I get her into her separate layer. I can change things in that way. Get the scaling better and good. Okay, so now we're not going to see Jack for a couple panels, or a couple pages. No Jack there. No Jack there. No Jack. No Jack. No Jack. Okay, so we're at the add page. No Jack. No Jack. No Jack. No Jack. Okay, so we got Jack again. We got Jack. So I'm just using this face pick that I created. First one, well, not the first one, but fourth. So we're gonna probably just get Jack in once more. Okay, forward here, call it Jack. You don't know Jack. I know Jack, because Jack is back. Oh, my. You know what? I'm gonna turn this so I don't have to. Let's see what that looks like. It's looking a little like him, but you know that is the 58 mark. Hide that for that one. Ooh. Hmm. So we'll save that. So next time we are on, this says 16, so I think it's 14. Um, we should get Jack done and Benny next time. Um, maybe the woman that he saves. And then it's the reporter. And then it's going in and filling in background for each one and getting it to look better. The background, because right now most of the background does not look that good. Um, I gotta look for some furniture and stuff that I want these guys to have, their place to be, look like. Not that you're seeing much of it, but I'll probably do that over the next couple weeks. So yeah, thanks for everybody stopping by. It's been great having you all here. So we will see you um, hopefully Tuesday on the chill stream. Um, hopefully we'll have a few videos out between now and then. I'm working on video for putting all the pictures together for the that I did for Inktober together in one thing, and then I'm probably gonna do a comp, put them all together in one big thing, and might record some new audio for that, as well as uh, put together a full length thing, full length, instead of them being shortened to a minute each. Most of them took, somewhere between 6 to 15 minutes to do up the drawings. So putting them all together in one file with maybe some background music or whatever lightly. Again, I might put in some audio from one of the other things. So it's been great having everybody here. We'll talk to you later. Bye for now. God bless. Have a great and wonderful day, night, whatever it might be for you. God bless. Love you all.